Chapter 732. Fury yelled out in pain as he fell to the ground. He could not help but feel panic in his heart. Edward, who was standing next to him, subconsciously yelled, "Hey! Who gave you the right to hit my father?" Adam strode toward Edward before punching him directly in his nose. After Edward's face was covered in blood, Adam yelled, "Even your father has to be respectful and polite to me. Who do you think you are? You actually dare to talk to me in this manner? Are you that tired of living? Do you believe that I can take your life right now? You are really asking to die." Edward had already lived so long, and he had never been reprimanded or beaten up before. However, he had already been beaten up twice today. First, Alex had broken one of his wrists. Now, Adam actually had also broken his nose with a single punch. He had been a spoiled and arrogant brat ever since he was a child. That being said, how could he possibly tolerate this? Edward roared angrily, "Do you think you are that great just because you are the Anderson family's dog? Do you really think you are that great? Do you know that the Whale family is the top and most powerful family in the South region? I can just take your life right now if I wanted to." As soon as Edward's voice fell, Fury rushed over to him and gave him a tight slap across his face. Then, Fury cursed angrily at Edward, "Bastard! How dare you talk to Mr. Smith in that disrespectful manner? Kneel and apologize to Mr. Smith for your mistakes right now." Fury was really shocked by Edward's behavior. He truly could not understand how his son could be so useless. Couldn't he tell the severity of the situation? Even if Adam was really just the Anderson family's dog, he essentially still had the Anderson family to support and back him up. Who was the Anderson family? The Anderson family was one of the top 3 families in the whole country. In terms of financial resources, the Whale family might not even have 1/10 of the wealth owned by the Anderson family. This was because the Anderson family had trillions of dollars in wealth. However, no one could figure out whether it was $1 trillion or $9 trillion. After all, the Anderson family was a huge colossus that no ordinary person could simply understand. In terms of power and status, the Anderson family was also far more powerful and influential as compared to the Whale family. This meant that the Whale family would not be able to do anything at all even if Adam ordered both of them to be killed right at this moment. At that time, even Lord Whale might not be able to hold a funeral or have a proper burial for him and his son. Instead, Lord Whale would have to go to Westcliff to plead guilty and ask for forgiveness on behalf of the Anderson family. Yet, Edward actually dared to yell at Adam? Wasn't he simply seeking his own death? After getting slapped by his father, Edward suddenly realized that he had caused a catastrophe. Therefore, he quickly knelt in front of Adam and kowtowed as he begged for mercy. "I am sorry, Mr. Smith. I am truly sorry. I was too impulsive. Please forgive me. I deserve to die." After he was done speaking, Edward started slapping himself in the face. At this time, Adam walked up to Edward before he kicked him in his chest. After kicking him to the ground, Adam stepped on Edward's face directly before he said coldly, "Young man, you actually have the guts to offend the Anderson family? Do you believe that I will make the Whale family go extinct?" Edward's face was already swollen because he had been slapping himself in the face, and since Adam was now stepping on his face, he could not even speak clearly anymore. Edward could only beg desperately, "Mr. Smith, I was wrong. You can beat me up and scold me as much as you want. Please do not take my actions to heart." Fury could not help but feel very distressed when he saw his son getting beaten up like this. Therefore, he quickly asked, "Mr. Smith, I have always had the utmost heartfelt respect for you. Please tell me if we have done anything to make you feel so dissatisfied with us. If someone from the Whale family has really done something wrong, I will be more than willing to accept your punishment. However, you have to let me understand what is going on." Adam sneered before he said, "Your heartfelt respect? Did you ask your bodyguards to rush into my Orem Grand lobby to beat up my men and hurt my people because you have so much respect for me? So, does that mean that you are going to beat me up as well if you do not have any respect for me? Fury was in shock at this time. What? His bodyguards had actually beat up Adam's men in the lobby of the Orem Grand Hotel? Who would do this kind of thing? As he thought about this, Fury's cold glare fell on Andrew and the rest of his bodyguards. Needless to say, Fury knew that it must be one of these 6 men who caused this huge catastrophe.